our intro. Welcome to the Car Cam channel, where we have no car, but we have a cam.
So, walking cam channel.
The walking cam channel, but we're putting it on the Car Cam channel because maybe by God's grace in the future we'll get a car again. So thanks for being with us in our walks. Philippines, where expats come to die, on the Car Cam channel. Thanks for tuning in.
It seems like they need my protection.
Talking about bodyguards.
Yeah.
I don't usually walk on the inside, but in order to do a video, I have to use my right hand, so she's usually protected on by on the outside.
I'm his bodyguard.
She's just telling me about someone who had a, what, 5'4" bodyguard? And the guy was what, 6?
Yeah.
Anyway, in the Philippines, I just had a thought. I was mentioning, I don't know if it's too negative, but I think it's a good positive spin. It was Philippines, a place where expats come to die.
But at least, like in the song, and die with a smile.
Well, what I'm thinking about, like, is if you're, following the Philippines and looking into coming over here to visit.
If the world is ending, I wanna be next to you.
You're a good singer. We could get copyright for this. Anyhow,
that's Bruno Mars.
So in that thought about Philippines, expats coming over here basically to die is because, since I've been here, there's been several who've been just passed away and different things happen.
All I can say is they die happy.
That's the point, right?
If you're in the nursing home, not all caregivers are like
caring.
Yes, exactly. Because I saw a lot of news, some caregivers, they brutally punch their, they even,
Yeah. And this is the point, right? Expats come to die because, you got the choice. A lot of times, the way it happens back home, you get older and then you're kind of shoved in a old folks home or something like that. Every time we go to McDonald's or some place like this on our walk, we always get some extra food, and somewhere along the way we try to feed some stray animals. So that's what she's trying to do there now. Anyway, Philippines, where expats come to die, on the Car Cam channel. Thanks for tuning in. The positive spin is that, it's a good thing over here, because would you rather be kind of shoved in an old folks home and then you're watching your news in your recliner until you pass away, or like, what's the deal? You come over here, generally you find a nice Filipino.
Where's his dog?
The guard's there looking. He's trying to help us find a dog to feed.
Only one, because we have few.
And then when you're over here, if you hook up with a nice Filipinas, they're usually quite caring and full of love. Oh no, we have 2 dogs and we don't have enough food for probably 1. Oh well. And that's the point, right? You come over here and you got beautiful Philippines. A lot of times, because of the beautiful nature here in the Philippines and the beautiful way it is over here, it'll help you live longer if you do feel somewhat sick. It kind of rejuvenates you a little bit too, right? So you got that going for you. You meet a nice Filipina, and then she's taking care of you and helping you too, Usually it's out of a loving relationship. You find the right one, which is really nice. A lot of extra benefits, so you don't just die in your rocking chair back home watching news. You come over here and enjoy the beautiful roosters crowing and the dogs. It's our Car Cam channel, but we're doing walking from now on for a while until we get another car, maybe sometime in the future, whatever that may be.
So guys, if you're interested to know about Philippines, you can enroll in my class. Just $5 per 20 minutes.
Learn all about the Philippines.
Yes.
If you're checking in and moving over here, it's a great way to do it. Talk to her.
Yep. I can help you. I can be your secretary, but not sexitary.
Never heard that one before. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion to Philippines, where expats come to die, what's your positive spin on that? Watch out for the poop. Step in the poop?
Well, for me, if they're dying and they want to come here, enjoy, then why not?
Not
Because-
even necessarily dying, Mahal, but
Yeah.
maybe towards the end of the days where you usually
Yeah.
end up with that situation.
Because it's inevitable. You don't know. We don't know our future. Yeah. Maybe the next day we don't wake up anymore. It's like that. As long as you have Jesus Christ in your life.
Man.
Amen.
Yeah. But
To
you
God
think,
be the glory.
do you think the option of being over here would be a better option than like just going in a retirement home back in North America? Why?
Yes.
Like, what's your
At least
concluding
you have
comment
some
about that?
happiness in your life. You experience new things.
Sometimes it adds years to your life, right?
Yep.
And I've heard people talk about that, like even like their illness in their body. They came over here and all of a sudden that cured, you know, they felt better and, you know.
So just like a while ago, he shared something about someone. They separated for 2 years, and the guy, the foreigner, feel ill. So guys, why you're doing that? Why you are in separation? Please be healthy in your mindset. Have a healthy mindset. Because sometimes stress strikes you hard. That can
That's true.
cause you illness. Yeah. Stress is like a traitor in our life.
On the Car Cam channel. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll think about the two because, you know, my humble opinion, I think it's a better option to be over here in your
Yeah.
latter days if you can at all.
Yeah,
You know,
than dying in a nursing home.
Now people will bring up. I keep continuing the conversation, but people will bring up. I can hear in the back of my head what people are going to say in the comments or think maybe that. Well, the healthcare system's not that great over there. If I'm older, I'm better off staying over here. Is there an answer to that?
That's the only thing that you need to have a long preparation because there's no free here. Yeah, that's why you have to get a healthcare insurance because some healthcare insurance you can use it here in the Philippines.
Some people are afraid to come over here in their last days because they're thinking that healthcare is not good enough to help them.
That is why what I'm saying is you have to have a long preparation for that. But anyway,
It's just something to consider. But I mean,
Yeah,
we've been
but
to
if
the
you don't
hospital,
like-
found it great.
if you don't like our healthcare assistance here, then don't come here in the Philippines.
Well, that's your decision there, right? You got to make. But we did another interview with a guy named Ray. Go look at one of our channels. And by the way, you can find all our channels on FilipinaMoments.com. But if you go to one of our channels, Ray talks about the
Healthcare.
best
How
doctors and
compassionate doctors and nurses here.
were here. Yeah, he says this is the best place. If you want to get a foreigner's opinion on best place, and he says it's here in the Philippines, so go watch that. Anyway, we're kind of rambling on. Give us a like and a thumbs up and all that kind of stuff for the Car Cam channel. We'll see you next time.